It's the last series of the season as the Cleveland Indians come to town to take on the Kansas City Royals here at Kauffman Stadium. Nate Karns making his last start of the 2018 regular season, his 32nd start of the year. And he gets himself into a bit of a jam in the top half of the second, runners on first and second with 2 outs. But he does get Brandon Barnes the pop up to left center to John Jay. Move things on to the top half of the third now. Jose Ramirez hits a ball past the glove of Torres and also John Jay, who somehow misses it in left center. Tyler Collins then runs over to it, but Ramirez has himself a stand-up triple with 1 out. Next batter up is Tyler Naquin, and he's going to hit a line drive right at Ramon Torres, snags that out of the air for the 2nd out. Then Michael Brantley draws himself a walk, so it's runners on the corners with 2 outs, but then Edwin Encarnacion grounds out to Mondesi at second, flips it over to short, and he gets out of the jam. Mike Clevenger and his long hair got the start for the Indians, and he was lights out all day. Bottom half of the 4th, John Jay does get a single right back up the middle, and then the next batter would strike out, brings up Perez with 1 out, and he grounds it out to shortstop. They turn it into an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play. We move things on to the top half of the 5th now. Brandon Barnes at the plate, hits one past first baseman, and then Mondesi tries to flip over, but Karns cannot get there in time. Willie Castro then at the plate. First baseman can't handle it, tries to toss it over with the weakest throw possible, and it's a bunt single. So Nate Karns comes out of the game, Brad Keller comes out of the pen for the 24th time this season, with runners on first and second, nobody out. Jose Ramirez hits a ball right back up the middle on the 3-0 count, and a run comes in to score. It's a 1-0 Indians lead. But then Keller gets a ground out from Naquin, who grounds into a 5-4-3 inning, or a 5-4-3 double play, and then with 2 outs, the next batter would ground out to Mondesi as well, and they end the inning. Jake Jewell then comes on for the top half of the 7th. First batter he faces is Francisco Mejia, and he goes right back up the middle with a single. Next batter up is Brandon Barnes. He's also going to have a single, so back-to-back base knocks for the Indians off Jake Jewell. And with nobody out, that would bring up Willie Castro. And he's swinging the bat this time, but it's staying on his shoulder for that one. He goes down looking to the top of the order now, and Jose Ramirez continues his day as he jacks a ball over the right field bullpen into the stands. And it's going to be a 3-run shot for Jose Ramirez. Indians improve their lead to 4-0. And then with 1 out, runner on first, Brantley is going to hit one into the right center field gap. It's going to score a runner from first base. An RBI double for Michael Brantley. It's now a 5-0 Indians lead. They weren't done there, though. 2 outs, Jason Kipnis bloops one into right field. Soler is there, but he thought he shoestringed it. He did not, so the run does come in. Eric Skoglund, the lefty, then comes out of the pen. He's up with the September callouts, and he gets the Lonnie Chisenhall to go down on a nasty breaking ball, and they're finally out of the inning. Move things on to the bottom half of the 9th, where Clevenger is trying to get a complete game shutout. Torres lines out to second. Then Mondesi comes up, hits the ball the hardest he's ever hit in his life, but it's right out of fielder. So 2 down, and then John Jay also hits a long fly ball, but it's going to be caught in right center by the center fielder, and that is going to be the end of this game. Mike Clevenger completely shuts down the makeshift order of this Royals lineup as the Indians win this game 6-0, and Clevenger gets himself a complete game shutout. He only gave up 2 hits, struck out 7, and then of course no runs and no walks. He gets himself player of the game honors. Nate Karns gets the loss. He went 4 innings, gave up 3 hits, only 1 run, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks. On the Indian side of things, the majority of their offense came from Jose Ramirez, who went 3 for 5. He had a home run, a triple, and 4 runs driven in out of their 6 total. And with that being said, that's going to wrap things up here for this edition of Kansas City Royals Baseball. Next episode will be the end of regular season recap before we move on to the playoffs. And I am saying goodbye.